already, so it's like for.
I still might want to get in touch with
Well-
LMZ because I think he may, or someone over there. I know they also host. What is it? They double broadcast or hosted it or whatever the terminology is. At the same
Yeah, I
time.
think on Black
Yeah,
Flame,
it's
I think they
hosted.
actually had them join in on Roll20, and it's just like they have a name of Twitch, and they broadcast it from there.
Yeah. So that's
Okay.
look into a wider audience. I mean, personally, to those of you who are tuning in, please don't take this personally. I don't care if we have an audience.
It's not the point.
Right. I mean, if we have one, great. That's fantastic. I just,
Yeah.
I've been toying. I've had this idea for this world for a couple of months now. I just wanted to. I'm just happy to have the opportunity to finally actually start building it a little bit. I am installing, by the way, because I forgot to do something. So I forgot to set something up. Pretty much. Oh, while I'm thinking of it, we do have our first official retcon.
Oh, okay.
That was quick.
Yeah. Pretty much. Damien, do you want to explain what the retcon is, since it's you?
What are we talking about? Yeah.
Retcon, retroactive continuity. You changed something.
Oh.
So
he's not dead.
So he's not dead
Okay.
anymore. So I smell plot.
Fair enough. Yes, somebody taking your head off, I think they'll probably be coming back for you.
Well, my reasoning this was this. We have a half-elf, and he's jailed because he's a half-elf. We have an
Sort of.
epically failed, pitiful attempt at breaking and entering that just went horribly wrong. We have minor vandalism. We have a bar brawl, and then we have murder. And it was
Paladin
the
committed
paladin.
murder.
Right.
Right, and then it was the paladin that committed murder. I was thinking about it, I was like, yeah, it doesn't quite fit. We need to change this just a little bit. But the other thing was one of the items he picked up, which I'm assuming you're wearing it now, just like Silver is wearing his hood, is instead of just this holy symbol of Orth, it's what, a gold mask? Or bronze?
You're talking about me again.
Yes.
It's a big old either metal or wooden mask with a giant like sun emblazoned on it.
Bronze.
Okay, bronze. I'll go with that.
Is it a complete face mask? Like you can't see your face?
Basically, yeah.
Well, one thing you guys would have noticed since you were in the jail cell with him when he wasn't wearing the mask, his face is horribly scarred.
I can't believe you guys didn't notice that while you are in the same room.
Because you're so tall.
You think I can see anything other than your chin?
You know what? Watch me prepare that little item, and it turns out you guys don't even deal with it. Okay, so welcome everybody to. I think. It would probably help if I was actually on the right screen. I know. Who is? I know Paul is referring to it as episode 1. It's more like episode 1.5 because we did kind of get started last week. But just a little bit. So welcome to Adventures in Vey. Pretty much just a quick recap of last week. All of you guys were arrested for various reasons. As we just mentioned, half-elf for being a half-elf. For those of you watching, half-elf, elves are the tyrant race in the world of Vey, and half-elves are distrusted because of their elven bloodline. So half-elf was arrested because he was a half-elf.
I am the half elf.
We had a gnome for some reason decided, we don't know why, but for some reason decided to try to break into an Arcanist home and set off the alarm.
It's not my fault. It was bigger on the inside.
We have another gnome, a wild magic gnome, who was trying to talk to priests of the Keeper Thel, the Keeper of Darkness. They wouldn't listen to him. He got a little frustrated and he had a wild magic surge and blew out the windows. And then there was the bar brawl, which the half-orc was involved in. A bar brawl broke out. Someone saw the opportunity to take on a half-orc, insulted his bloodline, and the half-orc got involved and beat the crap out of him. But the brawl was started because the paladin was also insulted. There was a little bit of a standoff. He had a sword up to a guy's neck, two swords, scissor-like up to a guy's neck. And when his buddy pulled him from behind, sword came down and cut the guy's hand off, and then the bar brawl broke out, and that's how those two ended up in jail. So you're all arrested in Wetwood. Oh, that was the other retcon we had. Before I had mentioned that Wetwood is a shady human port town. That would be incorrect. Wetwood, it's in a marsh. It's in a very delta, swampy-like area, but it is a gnomish port. It's not human. But still, everything took place there. So you guys were arrested in Wetwood. You were being taken up to Highwater, which is roughly about 5 to 6 days away from Wetwood. You traveled up the river for a day. You spent the night at Two Rivers Keep in a holding cell. After you guys were there for a little bit, a new prisoner was escorted in and put into one of the single cells. Very tall, very lanky. I mean, redhead with piercing amber eyes, which is kind of a weird mix to begin with. And the guards seemed to leave him alone, although Gimbal decided to press his luck and said something about mentioning the guy, asking if he had plans on Last Refuge, which is one of the other islands. The guy didn't seem to be too thrilled at Gimbal for mentioning that. And then as you guys were falling, pretty much were sound asleep, explosions everywhere. The keep started, you could feel the ground rumble. You felt the keep rock. And as the door to the prison cells broke open, darkness fell, lots of death and murder. And when the darkness came away, you guys were still locked in the cell, but all the guards were dead, and this tall redhead guy was freed from his prison cell. At which point he told the person who freed him to kill all of you, especially Gimbal. And then he disappeared. But as he disappeared, a halfling jumped out of the dark, tried to stab the redhead, who, as you guys learned, his name is the Ember. Instead, killed the other guy and essentially made a deal with you, with the 5 of you, saying travel with him to Highwater to report on what's happening at Two Rivers Keep, or you stay locked up in the jail cell. To which all of you acquiesced, so you all were freed. Your magical, anti-magic manacles were taken off. You're making your way out of the dungeon cells. You made it up to the ground level, decided to, instead of going through the yard, to make it to the far pier, you decided to go to the closer pier. You came out, the pier was on fire. There were intruders burning the boats. You managed to deal with the 2 intruders immediately in front of you, then dove into the water, swam upriver along the keep, got back on the dry land just so you can run across the bridge. And for some unknown reason, the halfling, Hilden, was very happy and gave a little squee as he ran across the bridge, which drew attention. And as you guys were running across the bridge, a bunch of crossbow bolts came out. A handful of them finding purchase, especially in, was it Dejacque or was it Damien? I don't remember.
I took at least one.
I took a couple.
Okay, so yeah, Dejacque took a couple. So he's hurting pretty bad. And then who was the other one?
I mean, they're the only 2 got shot at.
Yeah, they're the only ones who got hit.
Okay. So yeah.
Yeah,
And pretty much
shot at.
that's where we ended. You guys made it to the other side of the bridge. A couple of you have crossbow bolts stuck inside of you. And pretty much before we begin, does anybody have any questions or anything they need to bring up before we start?
I guess I just say, I never verbally agreed nor physically agreed. Just put it out there.
Okay. That it? Okay. So you guys are across the bridge, and Hilden, the half-elf, pretty much the bridge tees into the road. You have a choice of either going left or going right. Hilden turns left and just takes off. Let me actually move you over
Oh, to our fork.
Yeah, so pretty much right where I'm pinging, that's where you guys are now, and it's a little hard to see, especially on this.
There.
Not the line that represents the river, but essentially you're heading east towards the number 12.
Where is it?
Well,
That's the west.
sorry, west. I got my direction straight. At least, yeah.
Oh, it's over there. Okay.
So that's the direction Hilden took off.
I guess we will follow him.
yeah.
Is he like leaving us in the dust, or
He's a halfling, so I mean,
is he going and not caring that we're following?
he's looking behind. You know, he's looking behind. He's like, you know, kind of, you know, kind of trying to wave you guys on, but he's taking off.
So I guess we run after him.
Yep.
That's
Sure.
what I'll
I'm
do.
following him. You seem to know something too important.
Okay. Anyone not following? Nope. Okay, cool. So you guys are running along. I want everyone to give me everyone just give me a Constitution check.
Oh, what?
Ready?
You're not being relax. You're not being attacked. Just give me a Constitution check. 12. 3.
Yeah. Minimum roll. Literally rolled a 1.
Wow.
16. Okay, so all of you are doing really good.
Carry me, carry.
So you're running along. Hilden is running along with you guys, and after about 20 minutes of you guys are just doing essentially a dead sprint. I mean, you've gone well over a mile at this point. Zom, you're the first one. Your legs give out a little bit, and you actually go down to the ground. You're going to actually take a point of damage. Just from
How
Yeah,
fast
you-
are we running?
you guys are running at a full sprint. So that is just exhaustion and kind of overtakes Zom a little bit, and he buckles a little bit, and he goes down to the ground.
How?
I'ma pick him up.
Okay.
Just keep running, carrying me. I'll give you words of encouragement. Thank you. I appreciate this. I can't feel my legs anymore.
Okay. Well, as Damien stops to turn around and go get Zom, Hilden actually starts to slow down a little bit and turns back, also to go back and help Zom. As he's helping Damien lift Zom up the ground. What are the other three? What are you doing?
Watching.
I'll just kind of stop and kind of take a few deep breaths, and I'll look down into my chest where the crossbow bolts are, and I'm just going to kind of reach in and yank them both out.
Okay.
Okay.
Probably not the
Okay.
best first aid unless you have a way to bandage that. Okay.
How messed up are you, Jacques?
I'm down to 4 HP right now out
Oh.
of 15.
I'm gonna walk over. I'm gonna walk over to you, and I'm gonna heal you some hit points.
That would be appreciated.
Here we
Hands of healing or whatever it's called.
Lay on
Lay on
hands.
hands. That one.
enjoy 5 hit points.
Woohoo!
Hey man, at this level, every hit point counts.
Right.
Indeed.
Uh,
Okay, so as you all pretty much, as the group as a whole, you're on the road, come a little bit to a stop. Damien, you walk over and you give, lay on hands, put a hand on the Jacques, you start to, let
Could
the
I,
holy magic.
No, we don't have any kind of medical kits or anything, so I can't do like a healing check to try and help patch him up with bandages or whatever.
No, you
We don't
don't.
have supplies.
You guys don't
Yeah.
have any supplies. So, Hilden pretty much looks at you guys. And as you start to notice, the sky is starting to lighten a little bit. I mean, this is pretty much dawn. This is sunrise. It's the sun is starting to come out. And he looks at you guys. He goes, we have a head start on them, but I'll be surprised if they don't send someone after us. If you guys can push it, we can actually make it. To just outside of Woodside by nightfall, and if you guys take a look at the map, Woodside, which is number 12, is roughly about 50 miles from where you are, which would normally be about a day and a half worth of travel just to get there. So what he's suggesting is you guys can just absolutely push through and make it there by nightfall to give yourselves a little bit of a jump, but you are going to suffer one level of exhaustion.
Yeah.
But he continues on. He goes, you know, when I'm on leave, I have a friend that lives there, and we have a little lean-to over by a pond. If we can make it there, we can rest for a few hours, and then keep on traveling down the road to make until we get to high water.
Does it take just a long rest to get rid of exhaustion?
Yes, a long rest.
Okay, that's what I thought.
How many hours would you be able to rest? Are we talking like 4 or like 8?
He pretty much looks at you. He goes, "Well, we have we can decide when we get there. We're pretty much." He goes, "Normally at this point, getting to high water is usually about 5 days of travel, just walking it." He goes, "If we push it, we can probably make it to to make it to Drop Pass, which is the keep on the northern side of high water. Because normally it takes about 5 days. If we push it, we can make it to Drop Pass, and I'm sure they'll stick us in a caravan and take us up the winding road up to high water. We can probably do it in about 3 days, but that's going to be really tough. That's going to be, you're covering essentially roughly about 140 miles in 3 days, which is insane. It's doable, but that's an insane pace, which means you're going to have very little time to rest in between each time you stop." He goes, but he looks at you and goes, "But I also, like I said, I got friends in Hillside. They might be able to help us out a little bit too. If we stop by Hillside instead of bypassing it. So it'd take maybe 4 days to get up to. Take 4 days to get to Drop Pass Keep instead of 3.
Would these friends of yours maybe have a way for us to get horses?
I can't promise horses, but my friend is a tailor, and I can promise that we'll get you out of the prison garb."
Okay.
That's nice.
That I'm happy with.
What about actual stuff we can
All
use?
right.
Because if we ever have to actually defend ourselves, we're not best equipped at the moment, at least some of us.
Oh yeah.
Well, you have what, a short sword?
I do, yeah.
No, you're fine. You've got weapons. You're good.
Would you be able to get stuff like bandages or something? Because I still got an arrow in me.
I can't promise. I'm sure we can find. I can't promise about horses or other equipment. He's a tailor. He's got cloth. I'm sure he's got bandages. So, I mean, if you guys want, we can spend a little bit of extra time outside of Woodside, see if we can find some kind of help, or we can just stop at the little pond, and then keep on the quick pace on the Drop Pass. So it's either stay behind and maybe they catch up, or we press on and get to Drop Pass at serious exhaustion levels.
I'd say get to Woodside fast and then sort stuff out when we're slightly more well prepared.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just ask, will there be ale?
He kind of looks at you, hesitates for a moment. He goes, "All right, follow me." Turns around and runs.
He didn't
Right.
agree.
While we were sitting around, I was kind of like cleaning myself off with prestidigitation.
Okay. So you now have the cleanest prison suit, cleanest prison garb out of everybody.
Thanks for tuning us.
You're welcome.
Now the
I can
prison
only
garb
do
is-
like a foot at a time here.
Now your prison garb is the most obvious from the roadside.
Right?
Okay,
What
so
color are they anyways?
just a drab gray
Okay.
that has some sort of marking. I haven't made up my mind what it's going to be about to identify that you're officially under arrest. But
Where is it, and can I rip that off?
you probably could. It's going to be on the shoulders, on the chest, and on the back.
It's a bunch of holes.
Yeah, never mind.
All right, so Hilden takes off. Pretty much you guys are going to be running, and you're about to do 50 miles. I mean, right now the sun is like the very top of it is just coming over the edge, so it's literally sunrise. And you guys take off, and in the span, what we're going to do is this. So we're going to do one round of Constitution checks to see if you can keep up the pace.
Alright.
This is about endurance, not athletics or.
Anything else?
This would be a con save, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Or- okay.
I'm fine.
Oh, it's a save. I just did a check. I think
That's
it should
fine.
be the same, but
I don't know what the difference is.
They're the same, actually.
I
So
figured.
saves have proficiency, but I'm a wizard, so I don't have proficiency in
That
con.
if you have
but-
proficiency, like I don't.
Yeah.
okay, so pretty much after we'll say the first 3 to 4 hours of running, Silver and Damien, you both stumble at least once, so you're each going to take an additional health point.
Gravel.
Yep. Actually, no one's really dangerously close to falling over, right? Because Deshak, you just got healed, right?
Right, yeah.
All right, so we'll just skip this little point then. I mean, periodically, sometimes some of you are going to fall and hit the ground and take some extra damage, but since no one's in real danger of falling unconscious, you guys, you go for almost about 14 hours before you finally, you kind of veer off the road a little bit, and you're kind of running through the back plains. And then as night is falling, you can actually start to see the woods up ahead. And I did name them, I just can't remember where I wrote it down. Yeah, I don't remember where I wrote the woods. I did name the
Don't worry
forest.
about it.
It's fine.
Don't worry about it.
The
You can
woods.
tell
You
us
see the
when-
woods coming up.
Yeah.
You do see some farmlands off in the distance. You do see a little bit. You start to come up. You start running along a little stream, and you start following the stream off the road a little bit. And you do come up into a little wooded area. It's not part of the bigger forest, but it's just a patch of woods. And in that, you see some cleared land. Oops. You guys are going to come over here. Look at that, you're already on the map. And pretty much,
Yay.
he
Yeah,
brings you along the pond, and you can see out there's like a little fishing dock there, and then you see a lean-to with a chip. It's kind of weird because there's actually a little chimney in front of it. For those of you who don't know what a lean-to is, essentially it's a three-sided building. So essentially one wall is entirely gone, but in the middle of that is a little chimney. He goes, okay. And Hilden just sort of walks up, sits down next to the chimney, and just flops on his back. Just sheer exhaustion. All of you guys are going to have one level of exhaustion for right now. Just remember that. And what that translates to is that you will have disadvantage on any saving throws. Saving
Fantastic.
throws and skill checks. You will
Is
be
that-
at disadvantage.
Is our halfling even on the map?
No, he's not.
Okay.
So you guys get there. Hilden just sort of looks at you guys. I mean, the sun has pretty much set at this point. Hilden is he's on his back. His legs, his knees are sitting on the wood, so his feet are touching the ground, and the rest of his back is just on the wood and is on the wooden floor itself. And he falls asleep. He is out like a light.
I imagine our short people are a little more tired than the rest of us.
I mean, I actually have a pretty decent constitution, so I would be sort of okay.
Your also travel speed is also lower than ours.
Yeah.
So
You're
it's more
taking
work.
2 steps for every one of ours.
Yeah, so it's that much more work.
Yep. So I'd be like panting.
I'm gonna minor illusion a blanket on Hilden.
Okay, so yeah,
Okay.
I mean, Fire Illusion appears on Hilden. He looks all nice and snuggly.
I'm gonna ask if anybody else wants to get cleaned up.
I'll take some water.
I would like water and food.
You can clean me up.
Well,
If
there's
you want.
definitely water.
To clean you up with prestidigitation. Poo.
Is this fresh water, by
Yes,
the way?
it is.
Yeah. Okay, so
Leave those a promise of ale.
I'm gonna
You
go
never
drink
promised.
out of the lake.
He never said anything.
You're right.
no,
he
yeah,
didn't say
I'll-
anything.
There was no promise there.
No, I'll
So-
go over to the lake and I'm gonna grab some water to kind of clean myself off with, and then have a little bit to drink as well.
Okay.
At this point, we've traveled like a full day, so they shouldn't be following us anymore. So you think I could light a fire and we could like, I don't know what we'd do with a fire other than be warm.
Be warm.
Is it cold?
Well, there is a chimney. Here, let me show you.
Oh, yeah, we can.
This is
light
the
the chim-
let
You're
me
still
show you
wet.
a photograph. This is the inspiration I took, just so you can see what this thing looks like.
Huh,
So on the
that's cool.
inside, there is an area in there where you can throw. Essentially, it's a little fireplace on the inside.
Yeah, that's what I figured, but I was just like,
Okay.
is it gonna be? Yeah, like there shouldn't be any light from that'll leak out. So
I mean,
It should be
it's
good.
gonna be a little bit, but
There's gonna be a little bit of a glow, but if you guys want to start a fire, that's completely up to you.
not volunteering to get wood.
hey,
There's a wood
I'm
pile
the
on
one that
side.
can light it. I think somebody else has to go with.
Is there by chance just a pile of wood just laying somewhere for some reason or another?
Close by.
Conveniently,
'Cause
there is
it
a
looks
pile
like-
of wood on one side of the lean-to. Yeah.
There
Yeah,
you go.
okay, so-
Stronger people can pick that up.
Yeah,
I'll go
a few-
grab some
few
like
logs.
twigs and stuff and use prestidigitation to light some of the twigs and get the fire started.
Okay, so you get a nice contained fire going on in the chimney. A little bit of smoke is coming out of the top, but otherwise a little bit of a glow. But really, it's really only contained to inside of the lean-to. I mean, since it is an open-faced wall, there is some light coming out, but it's not a whole lot. You would imagine from a distance, you probably wouldn't attract too much attention.
How far
Alright.
is like, the nearest road to us?
You guys actually probably went about 4 or 5 miles off the road
Okay, so
into the plains towards the woods. So you're about 4 or 5 miles off the road itself.
so we should be pretty good.
All right, let's go down the line. Silver, what are you doing? Staring blankly, awesome. Paul, Kimball, what are you doing?
I'm gonna fall asleep near Hilden.
Okay. Damien, what are you doing?
Go fall asleep too. I'm gonna use Gimbal as a pillow.
Jacques, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go ahead. I don't know if we're gonna kind of watch or not. If we do, I'll offer to take first watch.
Okay.
Otherwise, I will go ahead and lie down, and get some sleep as well.
Okay. Silver, you back? I guess not. And then Zom, I think he.
Well, I know.
A minor illusion of
The internet connection, so he'll be in and out.
a minor illusion of blanket over all three of us if I could. Even though I know it doesn't do anything, but just aesthetics, I
Makes you
guess.
feel better.
It does.
Okay. So you guys pretty much everyone falls asleep. We'll say Zom and Silver, since they weren't able to respond, are going to stay up first.
Okay.
Take the first couple hours, so you guys are sleeping a little bit there. After a few hours, Dejacques, you're definitely woken up by Hilden.
Gotcha.
Pretty much, he's just quietly, he's playing with a twig, doing nothing, just sort of keeping an eye out.
I'll walk over and saying, "Get some more sleep, my friend," and I'll take the next watch then.
We're losing everyone.
Holy crap!
Oh, jeez.
They may be resetting their client. Oh, it's just a shame. Okay, so after a little bit, you're taking watch. You definitely got a short rest. So if you want to use your hit die to regain HP, you can.
I will definitely do that. Yeah.
Okay. So you can go ahead and roll that. So yeah, you get 6 hit points back.
So I'm back to full.
Definitely don't get a long rest.
Sure enough.
But after being up for an hour, you actually start to see a really cool sight. You just happen to be looking over the lake, and where that rock is, you actually see a little bit. You can't quite tell, but you see it looks like a little bit of a green shimmer above the rock itself, and then suddenly you actually start to see little lights come out.
Wisp style. Okay.
Will the wisp style. And they just they come out of the, there's just like this little shimmer above the rock, and there's just a few of them, probably, well, maybe a few. There's like about 10 to 15 lights that actually come out. They sort of circle around a little bit. Some of them actually go back into the shimmer, and the rest of them just sort of slowly dart off in their own direction, in varying directions.
Drac will just kind of say, "Ooh, pretty lights."
Pretty light. Back there. And then, let's see if we get the others a minute or two to come back.
See if they sent me a message.
Well, I'm going to check my email real quick, see if either of them are messaging me. Where'd they go?
Those are hay bales, by the way, you said?
As the what?
Those are hay bales?
Hay bales.
The
What are the?
yeah,
No, those are stumps, tree stumps.
tree stumps?
Okay.
Okay.
I would not have guessed tree stumps.
Yeah, he lost connection. He's trying to get back on now, though. The
Okay.
Zom.
Hey man, it's a free mapping program. I take what I can get.
I'm not complaining, just that's not what I would have guessed it was.
For those who are watching, would like a free mapping program, this is from pyromancers.com. We've got the jail cell that you guys were in. Oh, the keep that I did, I already deleted. Otherwise, I'd show the people watching what it looked like. But since I was using the free version of Roll20, my storage space is very limited. But yeah, the jail cell that I made last week and the keep outline I made last week was also from pyromancers.com, which is actually a nifty little site, and I discovered another one earlier today too. So I've got my free stuff. It's going to look a little cheap, but you know, when you're on a budget, that's just the way things go.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, my piece of crap router is working again.
Okay. And Silver, you with us?
I think so.
Okay. So pretty much nothing really happened during the night. Just at one particular point, let me just pull this back up. For the record, I have no idea whose artwork this is. I typed Will-O-Wisp and Lake, and this was one of the results. But at some point during the night, depending if you were awake or not when this happened, you can say you were or not, a little bit of a shimmer happened over the rock, and a bunch of these lights actually came out, essentially coming out of the nothingness into the world itself, circled around a little bit. Some of them went back into the shimmering, and the rest just dispersed in different directions while everything was going on.
And when everybody wakes up, to anyone that didn't see it, I'll kind of describe what I saw.
Give me pretty much you guys history checks.
Are we still sleeping, or are we awake? Or...
No, you're awake. We were awake at this point. Now, you only slept for about 5 or 6 hours. You did not get a long rest. But
Bugger.
if you have taken any damage, you can spend your hit die and get some damage back.
Okay, yeah, I'm.
Jacques, you have no idea what the hell it was.
Pretty
Gimbal.
lights.
Gimbal, I'm gonna take that back. You know what it was, what he described.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah, you know what it was. Pretty much what you guys just witnessed was some firelights finally actually managed to break through and enter and came through an ingress. Some of them went back through the ingress back into heaven, but the rest of them spread out. So those were actual souls traveling the universe, which is a very rare sight after the severing, since all the ingresses were mostly cut off. We're all but 99% cut off. So
I explained that to everyone.
I'm going to be very excited by this.
Yes, you would be, especially as a magic user, you absolutely would be.
I'm gonna
Oh my
touch
God.
my holy symbol and be like, holy shit.
Yeah. Pretty big fucking deal. But, yeah, Zom, you knew, so essentially the two mages, both of you knew immediately what it was when the Jacques started to describe it. Pretty much Hilden wakes up. Well, he's actually been awake for a little bit. He does wake the rest of you. And once everyone is awake and sitting around, you do not get a long rest. And he kind of looks at you guys and goes, okay, we have a decision to make. We can either, if you give me about an hour, I can go into Woodside, quietly talk to my friend and see if we can get some help, or we press on, or we make the hard press and make the hard run all the way to Drop Pass Cube.
I'm not feeling it.
I would say good stuff, at least first aid.
Yeah. Maybe some.
And clothes.
I'm fine with this, guys.
Because we don't need a
Not
blatant
fine.
sign on our back saying, come get us, basically.
Yeah, I'd like to get
Yeah.
out of the striped jumpsuits that say I'm a prisoner.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true. That's probably a good idea.
Okay. All right, so Hilden looks at you and goes, he looks a little disappointed, but he's trying to not show it. He goes, okay, let me go talk to my friend Natter. You guys are still in prison clothes, so you might want to stay here out of sight. But give me about an hour for me to go get him, gather some supplies, and come back.
Oh,
Sounds good.
In the meantime, I won't go too far, obviously, but I wouldn't mind doing a little bit of scavenging, just kind of the nearby woods, see if I can't find a little bit of food, rationing type thing.
Okay. You're looking for rations? Yeah, okay,
Yes,
so for the-
something edible. Yeah.
Give me a survival check.
Okay.
Has
No.
Yeah, nothing.
I found twigs.
Yes.
has Hilden left yet?
Yes, he has.
Okay, no.
What did you need something before he
I was
left?
going to ask him which direction the nearest road was,
Can I try the form of fishing rod?
just so I know where it is.
To the north.
Okay, so
Or, yeah, to the north side of this map. This map is actually not placed correctly, but
which side is the north side?
the north side is actually where the pier is. The pier is pointing north.
So then I'm going to sit on the pier and watch out that way.
Okay, I'm sorry, no, but the road. Sorry.
I know.
The road is to the top of the map. Let me-
Okay.
sorry, let me
There
put
we
it
go.
down. Yeah.
That helps.
Did
Because I'm gonna go get a little bit into the woods and just kind of watch out towards the direction we can, or towards the road.
Okay. What else is everyone else doing?
Can I make a spear and try the fish?
Yeah. It's gonna be a survival check. Nope. I mean, you find a sharp stick, but your success at your ability to try to spear the fish is not going so well.
Come on, this should be a dex tackle.
Gimbal, what are you doing?
I forget. Last week, did Hilden mention what group he was from, or we're just following him blindly, sort of, right now? I forget. I'm not sure.
Even though he's a halfling, he's actually with. He actually works with the gnomes and their local law enforcement.
Okay.
Pretty much, they're referred to. The local police enforcement is just referred to as the cogs.
That works.
Okay. Okay.
Alrighty.
So yeah, even though he's a halfling, he actually
So we.
works with the cogs.
Alright.
Okay, so we started playing Gears of War. Cool.
No, I've never played Gears of War actually.
I am going to sort of like look out to where the rock was, and I'll I'll go over over here-ish,
Okay.
and then I'll talk to my pet Lupin, and I have speak to small beast because I'm a gnome, and I'll just have a conversation with him about the rock
Okay.
with the will-o-wisps and stuff.
Yeah, I want to investigate that with, however I would try to track what happened last night or whatever.
You're gonna do it from land, or are you actually gonna swim out and go to the rock?
I'm not gonna swim out. I'm gonna come over close to the rock, here-ish, and try to get a good look.
Okay.
See if any. I guess I don't have detect magic, so I can't check it that way. I guess, but could I look for if there's any weird aura or anything in the area?
Give me an Arcana.
2. Oh no, that's
No, it was me.
yeah.
From where you are, you're having a little trouble. Yeah, from where you are.
Fuck it, still gotta know. Swimming out to the rock.
I guess if I notice him doing that, I'm sort of gonna go over here and sort of I'll keep an eye on him because I know those things are bad news sometimes. So, ingresses in general, I guess, if there was ingress.
The ingress was different to the one you found before. This was a green hue, whereas the one you found was a purple hue.
Yeah.
So there was a little bit different, but Damien, what is your? Actually, give me. You're actively looking.
Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
Perception. There we go.
Oh, was that you under the tree?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, what is that?
Damn. Okay.
Oh, I found something.
As the guys start swimming out to the rocks, you actually hear off in the distance. You actually hear howling, and it's a very distinct howling. You hear a wolf. You hear more than one wolf howling in the distance.
How distant is distance? Are we talking like a hill way, way, way away, or I should get my weapons ready?
It sounds pretty damn close.
I get up and I yelled. No, for now I'm just going to get up and ready my weapon.
Okay.
See if it sounds like they're getting closer.
And the rest of us don't hear that?
I didn't catch that. My connection went dodgy again. They're how close?
Fairly close. They're not too far away. You're not able to get a good distance. You're not able to tell a certain distance. I mean, it's not far off. I mean, they're close. The howling
I'm
is
going
not
to
far.
swim out to the rock even faster because that's safe from wolves.
Oh, they're that close. I'm just going to yell everybody, heads up.
The thing is, I'm assuming the rest of us heard it, especially if they're close.
They did hear it. Actually, everyone has heard it. Damien, what your check was for was, I'm about to pop it, but you heard some rustling among the trees. Sounds like someone was trying to be stealthy, and they weren't quite successful. No, cat, now is not the time. And so, pretty much, once you clearly ready your weapon at the rustling, you see this guy and a wolf actually emerge from behind a tree. There you go. You should be able to see them, right?
Yeah.
And the guy comes out. He actually has a heavy crossbow. It's loaded, but it's down off to the side.
Yeah.
But the thing you notice immediately, he's wearing the same style studded leather armor that the invaders at the keep are wearing.
Got it.
And he comes out, he goes, boys. Wow. You're a little tricky. I was hoping to be a little bit quieter, sneaking up on you. But he looks at you, Damien. I'm going to have to tell you and your friends, but the Ember was very clear. No witnesses, no survivors. And with that, he lets out a whistle. And everybody give me initiative.
Eek.
Yay.
But let me
Oh,
get the
right.
turn order up. There we go.
Yikes.
Oh, you have to.
Yeah.
Forgot.
Your guy.
And hit it. There.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
It's not actually including my initiative bonus, but
It
Is it not?
Should.
No.
I mean, I guess I can't.
Did we get 220s?
Because I rolled a
Because-
net 20.
My bonus is 1, and it says I rolled a 20. So
Wow. This may go
I
hardly.
just realized I rolled a 2, but my bonus is 2. So
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
should
entirely
have-
sure how that worked.
I should have 23 right now.
Okay, hang on. Yeah, it's something got a little weird, so I'm trying to add.
hang on, I'm gonna try moving to the other room and plugging my laptop in with the Ethernet cord.
No, that doesn't change. So, what we're going to do there. Stop it. All right, so
It's
Silver, you have a 20, or was you're the one that should be 23?
I should be 23.
Okay. Anyone else needs their thing adjusted, or is everyone pretty much where they should be?
Mine's 21, but close enough.
Dejan, what's your dex bonus?
2.
Yeah, so actually do that.
Thank you.
Okay. So with that whistle, pretty much what that whistle did, they, however, were... Oh, that's... Sorry. No. Still learning my way around Roll20. I swear I'm getting there. So that one comes out. And that one comes out.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And that's what sparked the initiative order, and we're at the top of the roll. So Silver, you're up.
Cool.
And these are 5-foot squares, just so everyone is aware.
Which basically means I can't get anywhere close to it. So I'm assuming I just start where I am.
Yep.
So 6. Well, I can't reach them. So I'm just gonna move, I guess. To here.
Okay, you're gonna. What else are you gonna do?
That's really all I can do.
Okay, you.
Unless I can use my unless I can use my bonus action to hide.
Do you have cunning action yet?
I should. It's like it's a level 1 skill.
Then yeah, you can use your bonus action to hide.
Aw.
Sad face.
That hurts.
You still have an action, so I mean, you can ready an action, you can move again, or you can try to hide again if you want to. If you're not satisfied with your cunning action there.
No, I'll try the hide again then.
Okay.
That's right, because I just moved.
Yeah, all you did was move.
That's better.
poof, into the chimney itself. All right, Zom, you're up.
All right, so I'm half speed when I'm swimming, right?
Yes. You need to make enough extra.
Okay. And then I drown.
I wasn't
Okay.
dead.
Not a problem.
So I'm gonna try to get up on here,
Yeah, you got enough space to get. That'll get you onto the rock itself.
and then I'm going to. Firebolt's range is 120 feet.
Yeah, you can hit everything from there.
So I'm gonna focus on the guy that can actually have a chance of injuring me because he has a crossbow. So I'm gonna sling a firebolt at him, at the human guy, not the dogs.
Oh.
Yeah, he's just in range. Okay, make an attack roll.
Not sure. I think that
Did
bonus
that?
is right. I have I cannot understand the.
Was that a level 20?
That's what it looks like.
Well, my modifier is a. It's not green, so it's not max.
So it's not a nat
but-
20.
Okay.
But my modifier on that is like 4, so
Well, fortunately,
that was like a
for you,
16.
20 versus AC definitely hits, and he takes 10 points of fire damage. And yeah, you've got his attention right now.
I'm gonna how big is this rock? Is there something that I can hide behind on it next round?
Oh no, it's a flat surface.
Oh God!
You're sitting on a rock in the middle of the pond.
Kill the one in charge. The dogs will run on their own. I hope. I say the I hope quietly so that no one else can see it, can hear it.
Damien, you're up.
Boy. I don't know what to do here. I'm gonna go over to Zom. I think if I can. One, two. I'm gonna get here. 1, 2, 3. I think I can get to here.
Okay.
And can I do anything? I don't think I can do anything. How exactly do radiant actions work again? Can I?
Pretty much, you pick a trigger. So, for instance, like in this case, you would say, if something gets within my range, I'm going to attack. Essentially, ready in action is you pick an action and you pick a trigger for that action. And if that trigger happens, then you use your reaction to
do that action.
Yeah.
Okay.
Reaction that lets you hit things that come into your range.
I have a reaction that lets me do that if I have my alarm ready. So I'm just gonna wait then.
Okay. Oh, that's right. You're a polearm master.
Yes, I am.
No, then ready in action for something to enter your threat range is kind of redundant.
Exactly.
Yeah, it already does that.
So I'm gonna sit here and
Can't you do
I'm gonna look really cool.
Can't you do like the defend stats or something where you get advantage on an attack against you? Is there? Yeah, that's a thing. I don't remember what it's called, but it's a thing.
There is a combat action you can take.
It's like ready or defend or defense. Someone can look it up in the book.
I'm looking. I think we're all looking. Dash, dodge, help, hide. Okay, ready? No.
It's going to be on page 189.
Might as well do that.
You can do... Or not.
No, I
can
think
do-
you're looking for the next 2 pages ahead, I think.
Dodge. You can take the dodge action, which you focus entirely on avoiding attacks, until the start of your next turn. Any attack roll made against you has disadvantage.
That one.
Can I do that and also use my reaction to make an attack against something?
Yes, your reaction is separate from your action. So,
Okay,
yes.
then I'm going to take the dodge action.
Okay, and just keep that in mind. And then the wolves get to go. First wolf He's going to step here, so that's within 10 feet of you, so you get to use your reaction.
In that case, attack the rocket.
Save me.
Wait, here we go.
13 hits.
Right.
So
So
11 slashing damage.
Yep.
Damn. Okay, this is going a lot. You have a dead wolf.
yes.
He rolled high. He's only 1d10.
Yeah. So Gimbal, you hear a little howl, and you turn around and you see this wolf charging towards you. And as it gets closer, Damien with his scythe just sort of reaches over and just dips right into the neck, practically beheading the wolf. And the head sort of rolls and stops right at your feet.
Oh my! Oh. Anyway, it's interesting. Okay.
And I look really cool.
And Jacques, this wolf is going to be able to get just close enough to get to you down here, and he's going to try to bite you. I'm going to assume a 7 does not hit you.
That would be correct.
Man, this section's going way too easy. And here I was a little concerned, like, man, if the wolf surrounds someone, someone's going to die.
And suddenly a beholder pops up in your head.
However, Damien, this wolf does have enough movement speed to get into your face.
He also
try
gets
to bite you.
no, that's-
And
Now you only get one reaction.
yeah.
Yeah,
and 23,
I know.
I assume it's going to hurt.
Get it. That's
Well.
disadvantage on that.
Yeah.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Yep. He's dodging, or looking to, at least.
10?
10 hits.
What's your dex?
Whoa.
My
That's
dex is a
0.
10, so 0.
Oh, okay. So
Oh, that is unfortunate.
That is
Why do you
lucky.
think I'm trying to get armor?
Oops, nope, that was not supposed to happen.
What was that? Is that 2 damage I'm taking?
No.
1d4 sounds about right.
You're taking 5 points of damage.
Ah, plus
I think I do.
Strength check.
2d4?
It's 2d4. A wolf bite is 2d4 plus 2.
Thanks.
Is this a save or a check?
Save. Strength save. As the wolf comes barreling into you to get a bite.
Damn it.
You are knocked prone. So you are now, Damien, you are now prone on the ground. Thimble.
I
There's a
am.
wolf. There's a head of a wolf at your feet, and Damien just got knocked over.
Oh, I'll Ray of Frost the wolf over here. I'm gonna move back though. Is this? I'll go over here. I could go there, right?
Yeah,
I'll do
you're small
my.
enough. I'll allow it.
I'll do that. And then it's 1d20 plus 5. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that'll hit.
20 plus whatever your int is. No,
And
your
then-
charisma.
Yeah, it was 2 plus
Should be
just
plus
double
5.
check. Yeah. Yeah.
Or 5 points of damage. Okay.
And he's slowed by 10 feet.
That's not going to matter. Okay.
Okay.
Dejacques, you got a wolf in your face.
Hopefully not for too much longer. I will take a swipe of the wolf with my great axe.
Okay. Yeah, misses.
Dice are not with me tonight.
That's a natural 1 for the record.
Yep.
Yeah,
6.
that will be my turn.
How do you have a plus 6?
Strength proficiency.
Yeah, I've got
Strength plus
18
proficiency.
strength, and I've got my
Okay.
proficiency bonus is plus 2.
Okay.
I'm guessing he is Arkrog.
Yep.
I'm surprised you didn't rage.
I did believe I used both of them last night.
Didn't you only raged once?
Yeah.
You know,
I
I'm
only
not
remember you
sure.
doing it once.
What the heck? I'll As a bonus action before the end of my turn, I would like to rage.
Like a rage. Okay, you are out of rages at this point until you get another
Yes.
until a long rest.
Understood.
Okay, so the hunter is actually going to step down a little bit, and since Damien is actually prone at the moment,
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
does the dodge still carry through if you're prone?
It says
I'm
until his
Range
disadvantage.
attack.
attacks
anyway,
have
it's a range
disadvantage
attack.
if you're
Yeah.
prone.
Yeah, it's disadvantage anyways.
Yeah.
So
it's
double
double
disadvantage.
Which isn't the thing.
Right? It's just disadvantage.
God.
So he has to roll 4 times, take the lowest one.
Oh, 9. No, a 9 will not hit. So crossbow bolt just lands right next to your head. Close.
You were trying to kill me.
Close, but no cigar.
Silver. Mr. In the shadows.
I could hit him from here.
Oh, yeah.
Might as well try for... Yeah, sneak attack. I'll get one anyways, but I have an advantage this time. Sword, where are you?
Ooh,
Oh.
A nat 20.
a nat 20.
These poor wolves.
Sneak attack.
Yeah, that doesn't even include sneak attack damage.
Yeah, that's 15 without sneak attack damage.
Go ahead, roll the d6. Get your sneak attack damage in there. Let's see how much damage you can do.
Just for funsies.
Yeah.
And this should, what, double? Or another 11?
No, it doesn't. That's a Mercer house roll. It doesn't double. Oh shit! My sneak attack roll. Hold on.
Yeah, it's max damage, I believe you
Max
said.
damage is how you worded it.
Yeah. You
So-
can max damage
Jeez.
plus the roll. Because crits are supposed to double
Yeah.
the effect every dice roll, and sneak attack counts as a dice roll.
Yes. So you would have done 6. It's what a
It was 6 plus 5.
short sword is 1d8 plus whatever your proficiency is, right?
1d6.
No, it's 1d6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
You just
okay.
killed that man's dog.
It's dead.
Multiple times.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out what. Is that crit, including full damage, or is that
That-
just part of the system?
That crit is his additional damage. It'll be 5 plus 10.
Right, but that crit is assuming.
I typed in our crit damage. I put 1d6 plus 6. So it added in. It rolled a d6 and added 6 to that.
Okay. Either way, the wolf is dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, as it's staring down to Jacques, you managed to get in, and you got it. Again, almost decapitating. Actually, we have 2 wolves with heads.
You're welcome.
And
You guys
Deshak
really-
look a little sad.
Oh. We are. Who is it? That's Sam.
Yeah, buddy. I'm gonna pull a Gandalf and throw a little bit of fire at a dog, a wolf.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for the last wolf standing.
Okay.
Where is the cast button? There, I threw a
That
fireball at the
hits.
wolf.
And that's what 8 points of damage. That is enough to drop the wolf.
This
Are
one
you
still
gonna-
has its head.
Yeah, it's just on fire.
Yeah.
Okay,
you're gonna
so we
stay
don't need to
put.
cook that one.
You're gonna stay put.
Guys,
You're gonna
guys, I
move?
got us some food. I'm gonna actually I'm gonna throw myself prone
Okay.
just in case he decides to shoot at me.
Damien, you're prone on the ground. Just as a reminder, that's half movement to stand up.
Sorry, what's up?
It's your turn. You're prone on the ground, so that's half movement to stand up,
If you want to stand up.
if you want to.
Alright. I am gonna get up.
Okay.
And I'm going to get as close to him as I can, which I think is just 3 squares at this point.
Yes.
Your movement's what, 30?
30, so
You got 3 squares to finish your movement, and then you still have.
and I'm gonna get ready to dodge again. Well, I'm gonna dodge.
Wolves are dead. Gimbal.
I am going to get down to 60 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
No, you're within 60. Yeah.
I'll throw another ray of frost at him. There you go. And then 1d8. There you go.
3 points of damage. Okay.
Yep. And he's also slowed by 10 feet. Again.
Okay.
Oh, and I'm gonna go here after that. See if I can break his some type of line of sight thing.
You're getting behind me.
Yeah.
Jacques.
Basically.
Yeah. I was gonna say mine.
Mine, yeah.
Fantastic.
Half cover. Yep.
I will take a dash action, and I believe I can get up to here.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
I guess I never moved. I didn't think about it.
Okay. All right. The hunter is a wise man.
Is he gonna run?
Yes, he is.
Didn't he just get hit by a ray of frost?
He did.
That means he's slowed by 10 feet.
Yeah, so he's
So he can't run very.
Basically, we can catch him if we pursue.
Do we want to?
So he's going to start heading back this way. Realize that he is not fast as he's supposed to be. Oh, you said the move minus 10 though, right?
Yeah, minus 10.
That's because I got something you guys don't know
What do
about.
you have? By you, do you mean him, or by you as in you?
He, okay. Doesn't matter. So he's actually, he's kind of here at the edge of the map. He's still going to take a shot at Damien. 17 will hit you.
fuck.
Yeah, even with a disadvantage, that is going to hit you. And that is, I didn't write the damage, what the die was, so it's 5 points of damage.
Okay. I am very rough right now.
Okay. And he's actually going to run off the map. So we'll just, from where you guys are right now, let me do, that's right. Freehand. Right now he is, because my handwriting is so awesome, he is 35 feet off the map. And yes, that is correct. That is with the minus 10 movement.
Okay.
Silver.
Okay. Sounds like magic.
Also, crossbow
Or bullshit.
heavy is 1d10, just to let you know.
Okay. I took I have little index cards I use for Adventure League, and I grabbed the thug card, and I didn't write the dice damage down because I have to use averages, so we'll just call it 5, but 1d10, I'll remember that. I'll write that down. Silver, you're up.
All I can really do is move.
How fast can you move?
Well, I only have the same speed as everyone else.
No, I'm slower.
God.
Gnomes are slower.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
The average speed of everyone else. I can make a dash, but it's not going to help any.
Well, you can dash twice.
Oh, you can dash with cunning action.
Yeah, rogues can. Yeah, it's cutting action, so you can actually move 90 feet.
Oh.
Whoa.
So go catch this fucker.
I still wouldn't be able
We're
to
down.
attack though. Hmm. See, if I just move 30 feet, then use up the dash to move 60 feet. I guess I can. I'll see. How many squares is that one? Oh god.
If you use your dash action,
Like just movement and the dash, which is 90 feet. Which is how many squares?
I can do math. 18 squares.
I mean, I just kind of count.
Don't worry, I have a plan.
It's 13 just to get to the edge of the map.
From where you are right
13
now.
squares, yeah. And I have to subtract 6, so I couldn't even reach him.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at the Jacques. I was like, well, how the?
Yeah, because I didn't move last time after my sneak attack was kind of just continued on, not even a chance to move.
Okay, so yeah, if you double dash, you'll be able to get to the edge of the map. In which case, you'll be 35 feet behind it.
Yeah, which doesn't help.
Do it. I have an idea.
Okay, I'm the most trusting of people at the moment.
Can you even hear him from there?
Well, I can't, like, share it, really. I guess I could.
We gotta make a decision, guys. This is taking too long.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm just gonna stay here.
I'm gonna cast... You can run faster than he can, obviously. So I was gonna cast message and be like, give up. Well, I might be able to hit him with a firebolt, depending on how terrible the vision is. But if I can't get a beat on him, I was just gonna cast message and be like, a rogue is faster than you are. Surrender now and we won't kill you when he runs you down.
All right, Silver, I need a decision.
Fine, I'll run to the edge of the map.
Okay. Zom.
Okay, can I get line of sight on him to firebolt him? Or...
We'll call it a -2, since it is a wooded area.
Well, I'm prone right now, so I guess I stand up.
How far is Fireball? What's the range on that?
120 feet.
Okay, yeah,
It's not fireball, it's firebolt.
that's what I keep doing.
Much better range.
It's actually the same range.
Okay. I'm gonna... He's already taken like 10 damage, so I'm just gonna try to firebolt him.
Okay.
And can you even cast that non-lethally?
No.
No.
Okay, well,
Only non-lethal is melee.
Yep.
well, he's just gonna die then.
I think
Or
it takes less
not.
damage.
That's a no.
Yeah, no, that doesn't help.
That's a negative, Ghost Rider.
Set the cheer on fire.
Damien, you're up.
You didn't even hit him.
No, I
I'm
didn't.
gonna go get behind a tree and just sit there and lick my wounds for a little bit. So, can I like get behind a tree and like break line of sight so he can't shoot me anymore?
Yeah. Well, his back is he's taking off, man.
Okay, I am still getting behind the damn tree.
Okay. Cool.
Quick verification. You said we're not doing the first diagonal's 5 feet, the next one's going to be 10 feet after that, or... Like, diagonal's 5 feet, right?
Yeah, within reason.
Okay, because if I move 25 feet, am I going to be in range to...
Where do you want to move?
Like,
You're not gonna
here?
move. Oh yeah, that's fine.
Yeah? Okay. Elevate, frost him.
I forgot to do something. Damn it.
Okay.
That'll hit. So roll the... Takes another 5 points of damage.
And he's slowed again.
He's still running.
I'm trying to take him alive!
The
For
Jacques?
questioning.
as long as you keep that slow on him.
You're muted, or at least if you're talking, nothing's coming out.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
If I dash, I could get up next to him, but I wouldn't be able to attack.
But if you're next to him and he leaves your aggro range...
Yep.
Very
Opportunity
good
attack.
point. So yeah.
Just a fair warning, I'm going to stop helping you guys.
Yeah, no, that's understandable.
I was about to suggest that.
Yeah, I will take the dash action and I will move up to be right behind him.
Okay. You take your opportunity attack now because he's running.
Gotcha. Ugh.
That
All
does
right.
not hit.
Everyone's whiffing.
So,
You're doing so well.
so he is now 105. My handwriting's awesome. 105 feet off the map.
Yeah, that
Silver.
sounds about right.
Well, I can move 90.
Yep, you won't be in range, but you will be pretty much able to next turn. And you'll be able to, yeah. You're getting closer.
Yep, now move up to 90, and as my actual action, I'm gonna stealth.
Yeah, I don't think that works.
No. If you're gonna go 90, that's gonna take it's gonna take your action, to move 90, that's gonna take your cunning, your movement, and your action.
Because I get 30 feet. 30 feet regular movement, 60
Right.
from just dash, because
Dash is 30.
60.
Dash is 30.
Dash is
a
your
full
movement.
Oh,
movement.
dash is additional. Oh, right. Then yeah, it's the 90.
Yeah, so all right, you're 90, so let me write this down. You're 90, so you're 15 feet behind him. Gimbal. Or sorry, Zom.
Yeah, it's not.
He
Well,
is most certainly out of range.
I'm gonna jump into the water and try to swim back to shore, I guess. I can only move like 25, so that's 2 squares once I make my athletic on myself.
You can double move, but yeah, you're going to give me an athletics check just to make sure you don't drown. Oh. Actually,
So I'll take.
you know what? The pond is
my
shallow
actions.
enough. Yeah. The pond is shallow enough that we'll just call it, we won't deal with drowning, we'll just call it rough terrain, so you can move another 2 squares.
Remember, he's not very tall.
Yeah.
So I'm like running on the bottom, and then I
Pretty
just come
much,
up
yeah.
out.
Yeah. You just need to get out within the next 8 rounds, otherwise you drown. So you're good.
I just kind of hold my breath and run along the bottom of the water.
What are you doing?
I shout words of encouragement to Silver.
I encourage violence.
Kick his ass.
Let's see. Gimbal, you are
Far.
110, 30. Yeah, you're roughly about 130 feet from him. No,
Yeah, I don't think I could hit him with my Ray of Frost anymore. I am going to attempt to climb the tree.
give me an athletics check.
Okay.
Remember, you can move 30 feet and still try to. I think you can shoot him then?
No, I couldn't. No.
He only has a 60-foot range.
Yeah, it's a
Oh, is it
60-foot
only
range.
60? Oh, never mind.
Yeah. There you go.
All right. You start
Reasons I
climbing
have
the
Firebolt.
tree. There's a gnome going on the tree. Dejak.
So I'm currently
70 feet behind.
70 behind him. Okay. I'm gonna look somewhat defeated, and I'm just gonna start heading back towards the rest of the party.
Okay.
No encouragement from you.
Alright, so he's going to move again. He is now 185 feet off the map.
At this point, you might as well subtract the distance he is from me.
Okay. Essentially,
Just
right now,
fall.
we'll just say he's 90 feet from you, so you'll get a full movement again. So it'll take all 3 of your actions, and you'll be right behind him. You won't be able to attack, but you will get an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
I'm assuming the rest of the group is just going to hang back.
Take him alive! Take him alive! Oh wait, I'm still underwater. I'm still underwater. I can't say anything. It's like bubbles. Bubbles are popping on the surface of the lake.
Bubbles and just one little fist shaking at us.
Unless you're using message. I don't know how far message is.
Take your
I can't see you. I'm underwater.
Silver. Take your opportunity attack.
It's just a regular basic attack roll, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a standard melee attack.
Come on.
Come back to me. There you go. Press it.
Eh?
Oh,
Takes a
there,
second
there.
to load.
Oh no!
Wow. Wow. Nice.
So here's what's going to happen. No, he's still up. So he is now 70 feet. Here, let me clear this again. Clear. Yes. So he is now. Oh, but he doesn't. Oh shit! But he doesn't have Ray of Frost this time.
No,
Nope.
he should know. Okay.
This is what's going to happen, though. He's going to run. He's actually going to get away from you. He's actually going to get 45 feet ahead of you. But he's going to turn around and he pulls out his mace, and he turns and faces you.
It's 45 feet out in front of me?
Yep.
Okay.
Pretty much, we're going to just go. So we're going to go duel here. The rest of you guys are, unless the rest of you are trying to run up and catch up.
Well, when I got to the top of the tree, I wanted to see if I could spot anything out in the distance. If he had any friends with him, I don't know how high up that tree goes.
Give me a perception check.
Oh god. Ah, okay.
17.
17. You don't see. Actually, what you don't. You do see something. You actually. Not from where he's coming, from where they're running, but from behind you. You happen to turn around. You actually see Hilden and another gnome coming towards the camp.
Okay.
I just want to message. I just want to message him. Take him alive when I surface.
How far is your message?
120 feet.
Yeah, no, they're way beyond 120 feet.
No.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna yell, take him alive! Take him alive!
I don't think I'll be able to hear that either.
Neither.
All right, Silver, we're going to go into a duel. So right now he is 45 feet away from you. And it's your turn.
Okay.
Does he still have that mage armor on him?
No.
I don't think so.
With 8
Unless
hours.
It's
Does
only
we slip-
been like
Just like... He's taken like 10 damage already.
I mean,
How
I guess we slept for what? We said 5 hours?
Yeah, so if you can spend your 1 hit die. You couldn't, if you would have gotten a short rest. So if you need hit points, you can use your 1 hit die.
I only lost 1 hit point.
Well, then you would have been, if you want to use your hit die, then you get your 1 hit point back.
I didn't even bother. I'm just saying,
Do you have any knives? You
It's
just
more,
huck
it's,
a knife at
it's
him.
more the mage armor lasted for 8 hours. Between...
It's been more than 8 hours
Yeah.
since I casted.
okay.
It's been like a full day.
Right,
it's
it was
been
all
over
day. Never
24.
mind.
Yeah, right. We ran forever.
Yep.
I don't suppose I can use my bonus action to hide.
No, he's staring right at you.
Yeah, okay, I didn't think so.
Just hide in
Now, you
plain
can
sight.
try, it just may not be successful.
But if I get a natural 20, it would succeed?
Yeah, I'll allow it. Give me that natural 20.
It doesn't hurt to try.
Kind of.
Actually, what else can I do? I can dash, I can hide, and I can...
How does this guy look?
I can dash, disengage, or hide.
He looks, I mean, he's clearly taken some damage. But, oh no, that wasn't it.
So I might as well try.
So what are you going to do?
And then if you get hit, you can just run away.
Basically. I'm gonna try, it doesn't hurt.
Nope.
22.
It's not a natural 20.
I know.
So we'll call that your bonus action. that you tried to hide, and
Yeah.
you can see his eyes are locked onto you. So you still got your move and your action.
Okay, I will. 45 feet out in front of me. I'm just gonna basically stand there and dodge. Dance, dodge, whatever you want to call it.
Dodge? Okay. Alright, well in that case, he's going to charge you with his mace. Incidentally, while I'm rolling, can someone look up the damage of what a mace does?
I
Sure.
I want to say
It's an 8?
D8. Let me double check.
Mace is 1d6 bludgeoning.
26,
Really?
okay.
Nice.
1d6 bludgeoning.
A 14, oh no, a 7, that's not going to hit you.
Nope.
Okay. Your turn.
This time I get to attack. Pressing tab. Oh, press tab. Hopefully I can hit him this time.
Single digit.
Son of a bitch.
God damn it!
Okay. What would you like? You attacked. You still have
Dodge, dodge.
no.
I can't. Dodge is a.
Bonus action? Cunning action?
I'm pretty sure
That's
it's
an
an action.
Yeah.
And I
You
just use
could,
my action
I
to
think
attack.
you have. I don't know if you can like disengage as a bonus or anything, but then you
That's
could
a
like step back from.
Yeah, I can
Uh,
disengage.
You can disengage as a cunning action. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
So you can like
I'm gonna
step back from him, so he
disengage.
at least has to move up.
Yeah, I'm gonna disengage and go backwards.
Okay. You're gonna go back your full 30.
Yeah.
Okay. And then he's going
Disengage with, like, a
to
5-foot step.
he's going to run
Yeah,
up
you're
to
right.
you again. But you're
That
not
means it's coming
dodging
towards
this
us.
Yeah, there's
Um,
no
We should all
dodge
start
this time.
running towards
I know
them.
we're since not technically
Yeah.
in an initiative anymore, but if I see
That's-
them battling, can I run up and help?
If you can get there, but we're like way far because no one decided to chase me.
I'm probably the closest one to you guys though, because I
Right
ran
now-
off map for a little bit.
Right now they're about 200 feet. But you did come back, so I would say you were on the edge of the mat. So they're about 200 feet from you.
All right, I'll start running towards them, so I'll get in 60 feet of movement.
If he's
That's
200 feet, that would only take me. What?
Well, it just became 200 feet.
Yeah, because I went backwards.
Yeah. It just became 200 feet.
So it would take me like 3 rounds to get in distance to help
Okay.
with my short legs. No, wait.
Oh! You're going to take 12 points of damage.
I don't have that much health.
Are you down?
Yeah.
Okay. He drops you. You guys, who was running up? What was it? Dejacque and Zom?
I was, yeah.
Yeah.
You see him. He just comes across, and he just clocks Silver right across the temple with
So
his
what-
mace.
Wait, how do you roll 1d8 if it's a 1d6?
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
2d6.
Oh, all right, all right. Oh, we'll re-roll. We'll re-roll. You take 6 points of damage.
I did not die.
Okay. Okay, so we'll call this top of round 2. So you guys, Zom and Dejacque, you're 2 rounds away.
Okay.
Silver, your turn.
Disengage.
Okay.
And move in action. Running. Action. Dash.
Okay, so you're running away?
Full action backwards.
So you just like sprint past us while we're running towards you?
Yes.
Well, in that case, we're going to fall out of initiative because as soon as you start clearly or start running away, he turns and books, and you guys are not going to be able to catch him.
Okay.
So we will fall out of initiative for that. So as you guys, yeah, he clearly is. So Silver, you're running back to camp. Dejacque, Zom, what are you doing?
As
I'm
he
going
starts
to-
rushing at us, I'll run up alongside him and start running with him back
Okay.
to camp.
I'm gonna blink in surprise, just like look off at the guy that's running away, just kind of shrug, turn around and start walking back.
Okay.
I'll climb down the tree.
And then I'm going to be insulting to the elf for running away.
Okay.
I'm not sure how exactly I'm going to insult him.
Well,
Insult
think
his
on it.
mother
We're
or
gonna-
something.
It's 10:30, so it's been 90 minutes. We'll say we'll take our 5, but we'll call it 8 minutes. So at 10:40, 8 minutes from now, we'll pick back up. So hit the head, fill your drinks, get a snack, whatever.
Cool.
So 8 minutes. Be right back.
Alrighty.
So you insult the guy who almost died.
I'm just trying to lend a little weight to the whole everybody hates elves.
It's still in a case by case basis. How many more healing points do you have left?
Who?
You.
None.
Okay.
I really wanted that long rest. That went from going really well to really badly, really quickly.
You have no idea, man. I was concerned. I was like, man, this ended up being too easy. I don't want you guys to fail. I just don't want to make it easy.
Oh yeah, I get it. I get it.
We just rolled well.
Alright. Back.
I mean, rolling well.
We just
rolling
rolled
bad
really-
can make all the difference.
We rolled really well at the start, and then really, really badly.
Exactly. What was it, like 3 or 4 times? Couldn't even hit him.
Truth be told, you guys only took about out half his hit points before the duel, so
That sounded about right.
yeah.
So we had more health. What level was he?
Kitty.
Cat.
I have no idea.
Paul, you showed everybody your retarded cat. Oh, he didn't hear me. Paul, you showed everybody your retarded cat.
Why should we talk?
You're muted.
He was like, since he took 10 damage, I don't even have that much health. Total.
He was based off the thugs in the Monsters Manual, which have 32 hit points.
So
I feel like they need to be scaled down a little bit. That's probably like level 3.
Dude, you
well,
just
for
took
5 of us, we could have taken him. If it was just
Yeah.
But
There are 3 wolves that didn't even get a chance to use pack tactics, man.
Stop questioning the DM. He's
Yeah, we
God.
would have been fine.
So I see Silver, I see Gimbal, I see Jacques. Damien, Zom, you guys here?
I'm here.
Okay. Alright, cool. And just for the record, if there's a guy named Black Cloud in the Twitch chat, just ignore him. Just
Doesn't appear to be.
no. I got the message an hour ago. I was gonna say, if you're listening, pal, if you're still listening, I don't have Twitch chat on, so I can't talk to you.
Blackjack?
Right.
No, Black Cloud.
Oh no, he's not there. Only people, 2 people.
Okay,
No one's saying anything.
that's cool. Okay, so yeah, pretty much you guys get back. As you all come back and or gather around the lean-to, just in time as Hilden and his gnomish friend also show up, carrying a whole bunch of clothing and a backpack full of other stuff. Hilden kind of looks around and sees the 3 dead wolves' bodies and kind of arches a brow at you guys and is like, "You guys okay?"
We probably should move.
sort of.
Can I ask him if he has a healing potion in there?
He says he actually does.
May I have one?
He goes, and he kind of looks at you. He goes, "Well, hold on. Before we waste the healing potions, no, yeah, he actually pulls. They pull
My
out.
connection cut.
No, it's okay. They pull out. He pulls out a med kit. He goes, "Come here." Except I don't remember what how much med kit is.
I don't know. No clue.
I think you have to make a medicine check with it.
Probably.
I'm gonna go over and give Silver some shit for running away, and then get a look at the injury that he took and be like, oh, well then, so sorry.
But
And
that's
then
what I'm
try
saying,
to
like, I'm clearly injured considering I have 2 health points left.
Hey, point buddies.
I'm going to interrupt everyone and be like, we should probably get going. They know where we are now, and I'm sure he's going to bring back up next time. Like now.
Herbalism kit.
I have proficiency in herbalism kit.
I don't think that's.
I was wrong. He has to have the feet, which Hilden does not have the medicine kit. So, in which case, yes, he does give you the heal potion.
I could use one too. So really, really distressed.
Yeah, I only have proficiency in the heal skill, not with the healing kit
Okay.
thing.
So Silver, he hands you a heal potion. He goes, "I was hoping to save this for the for the coming trip, but he hands it to you. It's 2d4 plus 2 if you drink it." Damien, he hands you the other heal heal potion. And he goes, "That's all I have.
2d4 plus what?
2d4 plus 2.
See, unless we're gonna take a short rest here, so we'll hit die, I kinda need this. Because are you keeping the regular time of short rest, which is 2 hours?
1 hour. There's a
1 hour.
minimum of 1 hour for a
Is
short
there?
rest.
Can we ask Hilden if there's anywhere close that's safe we could stay for like an hour? Give us a chance to take a breather before we start running again.
He's like, "What do you guys just want to do it here? Or you want to
Elsewhere.
elsewhere?"
He knows that the guy came, right?
I'm assuming. Well, he sees the wolves.
I know he just thought it was like wolves attacked or something, not just.
Oh.
Okay.
And he kind of looks at you. He's like, a guy?
The,
Yeah.
from back from the jail. He looks like a scout.
Yeah, them guys working
A
for
hunter.
were here, and they had wolves.
Now these two looked like the same kind of guy.
No, they were the same guys.
Yeah, he said that.
They had like matching armor, yeah.
He
They had
was
the same.
He specifically said that
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah.
stated it.
And Hilden
Yeah,
kind of goes, crap. He goes, okay. So he turns around to his friend Gnome. He pulls off two piles of clothing. He hands them to Gimbal and Zom. He goes, here, these are gnome sizes. Pulls off another pile of clothing, hands it to Silver. He goes, here, this should actually fit you. And then he takes the last two remaining clothing, and this is you guys are being given traveler's clothes. You three. Zom, or I'm sorry, Damien Deja turns around and looks at you. He goes, look. He looks at Damien. He goes, you're 6'6". You're taller, or 6'4", whatever your height is. He goes,
6. Yeah.
6'6". He goes, you're taller than most humans. I mean, we have something. It's just going to be a little tight. And he hands you a pile of clothes.
Just
And he,
it.
you know, and he looks at Dejan. He goes, same thing. You don't get a lot of we don't get a lot of half works in this coming to our town. So they should fit. It's just going to be a little tight.
Fair enough.
So you guys change. It only takes about 5 minutes for you guys to get the prison clothes and get all dressed up in the traveling clothes. He goes, well, the best bet is then if he's going to be bringing friends. I already sent word to the local constable of what happened in Two Rivers, and that I wanted to talk to him real quick. So we might as well go visit him. And yeah, we'll see if we can get you guys a little bit of a breather in town.
That would be good.
That sounds good.
Should
So
we
guys-
toss the prison clothes? Like throw them in the fire or something?
No,
Hang on to
he takes from them and he actually hands them to his friend, his tailor friend.
Okay, that works.
Real quick, make sure I'm not forgetting anything.
I'm gonna put out the campfire.
Okay. Okay, yeah. So he also bought a backpack, and he holds it up, and he's like, "Who wants it? Who wants to carry the backpack?"
I'll take it if nobody else does. You're
It's
needed.
probably bigger than I am.
Yeah, I'll take it and I'll throw it on my back and offer to carry any extra gear that anyone doesn't want to carry right now.
Yeah, whoever has the highest strength mod,
That would be
Most
him.
+4.
because
So
you have the highest carry capacity.
Okay, so you have the backpack. You're given the backpack. You have two in the backpack, are actually 2 water skins that are already filled,
gotcha.
and there's a med kit in the backpack too.
Right.
So you guys head into town. It takes you about 30 minutes to actually circle around the pond, head back to the road a little bit, and get in. Head back to the road and get into town. This time, though, however, again, you're in traveling clothes. Again, Gimbal, Zom, these are some of the best fitting clothes you have ever worn.
Oh yeah.
Silver, the clothing is adequate, it works. And again, yeah, Damien and Jacques, you guys are like the Jacques, the cloth around your thighs is actually starting to split a little bit, kind of like the Hulk.
So like the bottom of the pants are like at their like calves.
Are we wearing short shorts?
No, you're not wearing shorts. But they are clearly too small for you guys. But
What
your
are those
clothes,
called? Like capris?
Could be probably.
yeah, kind of like a breeze. Yeah.
You know what? Actually, I'm gonna feel the pants are getting a little tight. I'm gonna tear off the bottom half, so I am now a half orc in short shorts.
Okay.
So are you the Hulk at this point?
Something like that.
I'm going to, like, on our way as we walk, or running, whatever pace we're going at, and we ask Zom about, like, well, when you fell flat on your face over on that rock over there, did you notice anything interesting over there?
I was kind of busy at the time. What with all the being attacked by wolves and such?
Oh, I thought something like tripped you because you like just fell flat on your face over there.
I have
Just
no
slip?
desire to be hit by crossbow bolts. Thank you very much.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay.
Oh, lucky you, not being hit by crossbow bolts.
I didn't either.
I believe it is my good decision making that prevented that. Actually, being very full of myself.
I just like go, no, I didn't walk away.
I stop encouraging him.
So you guys get to town. You'll notice at the two major crossroads in town, there's actually a little hill with grass and a little gazebo on the top. Tiny little hill. I mean, the hill is only like 3 feet above the road. So, but the hill itself is roughly about 20 feet around, and there is a gazebo on the top, a little tiny gazebo, just enough for all 5 of you to clamber up there and stay in the shade. Hilden tells you, wait right here. He points to a building across. He goes, I'm gonna go talk to the local constable, and him and his friend head off.
I want to stealth.
Okay. All right, roll stealth check.
I basically want to say whatever I can. I just want to stealth, even if we're in a city doing nothing.
Okay. No, you still got to roll.
Yeah, no, I'm looking into it.
5:30.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna go up to Damien and be like, "You did do a good job surviving those crossbow bolts, though. I'm quite impressed. I couldn't do that."
I look at him, and then I stop looking at him. Just kind of like rubbing where the last bolt hit me.
Anyone else doing anything?
And I clear the guts off myself.
Well, we're mostly just waiting for Hilden because we're not sure what we're doing at this point, right?
I'll just keep an eye out, taking a look around to see if anybody's trying to come up to us or is sneaking up on us.
Okay. Perception?
Sure.
You're getting weird looks from the locals. This is a little gnomish town. It's called Woodside. It's mostly a not farming, but it's grazing. This is where a lot of the animals. It's a grazing community, pretty much.
Gotcha.
So there is the occasional human and the occasional halfling, but it's mostly a gnomish town. And the 5 of you are definitely getting some sideways glances, but nothing. You don't see anything suspicious.
Okay.
Can
I
I?
failed.
I'm sorry. What was that, Silver?
I think I'm assuming I failed.
Oh yeah. You guys are trying to figure out what he's doing. He's like trying to. He's like up on the railing of the gazebo, trying to, hide behind one of the thin columns.
I impersonate what he's doing.
I think I have an advantage, just no one's trying to look at me.
I giggle.
Zach, you're able to put 2 and 2 together and realize that the strange looks are actually aimed at Silver.
Gotcha.
I mean, no one can see my face.
Yeah, okay.
So you're some guy looking like an idiot.
I have a hood covering my face.
Right.
I decide to help him stealth. I'm gonna put like a 5x5 block of stone just in front of him. Like, there you go. That should help you stealth. And that stands it. They just like, I see he's trying to hide.
Okay.
Just put.
So after about 20 minutes go by,
I quietly make him smell bad with prestidigitation.
so this wind,
What's that
this
smell?
slightly strong wind comes in. You guys get this strong whiff of sulfur. But after about 20 minutes, Hilden, his tailor buddy, and another gnome that comes out, kind of look like in a fresh, authoritative
my connection just-
uniform. And they cut across the road. They come onto the little hill where you guys are. And he goes, okay. He says, this is the constable. He's been informed, and pretty much he says, because of what happened at Two Rivers Keep, because of the attack, he's going to lend us some horses that we can ride up to Drop Pass Keep.
Oh yeah, I won't fall on my face running again.
Nope, you just got to make sure you pass your animal handling check.
Yes.
Good,
Not
because
much.
I'm really not very good at that.
I'm not going to do that. Don't worry.
I'm strictly average. Oh.
You guys, and he goes, if you want, we can leave right now, or do you still need a little bit more time?
Well, if I had any money, I would go buy some reagents for some stuff, but I don't. So.
I'd still really like that long rest, but I don't see it happening anytime soon.
You're not going to get along.
Can we just nap on the back of the horse?
He goes, well, stay still. He goes, wait here again. I'll go get the horses. And while he goes, takes off again, between that and the first time he left, we'll say it's about an hour. So you guys, for those who need it, you get a short rest. So if you need to spend a hit die to regain hit points, if you haven't used one already, you can do that.
Yep.
No. I mostly just need a long rest because I have no spells other than cantrips.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only way you're getting, he's like, essentially the only way you're getting a long rest is if you stay in town.
Okay.
I mean, like, would it be possible to get a cart to go with that horse? So
It would slow you down.
I don't suppose I can use my criminal contact feat to somehow get gear for me when I get to the next town.
I feel like you need money for that.
I have to, let me take a look at that.
Like, if he's a friend of mine, he might be able to help me out.
The constable is not a criminal.
I'm not talking to him. My criminal contact is just,
He
And
can find some people.
He knows a guy who knows a guy.
He knows
Basically.
a guy.
I know a guy who knows people.
I got a guy.
And maybe they'll help me out. Pull some strings. I really don't like not having any armor.
Oh, really?
I know, quite. A few of us need armor. I'm not saying I'm the only one who needs armor.
I think I need it more than the rest of us.
Kinda, do you have the lowest AC?
Mine's at
Oh.
10.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
most of you are 10. No. Actually, I don't know what you guys' objectives are aside from him.
Mine's 11, but it never goes higher than that anyway.
Don't you have mage armor?
No.
Alright, Silver, roll a 20.
Just a regular d20?
Yeah, we're rolling against each other here.
Okay.
You're not on. The thing is, you're not on your You're not on your island. Okay. While you're trying to hunt around, hide in the gazebo. While you're trying to hide in the gazebo, you happen to notice a cart. You notice a guy driving a cart, and he's got certain markings on the side of his cart that you recognize. So if you want to go talk to him,
Okay.
what kind of equipment are you trying to get?
I mostly want some leather armor. Mostly.
Here.
And if I can, some daggers and a rapier, preferably.
It's like, well, he's like, I can have it waiting for you. The next town in the forest is called Canopy. I'm gonna have it waiting for you by the end. But do you have the money? He goes, it's not gonna be free.
Can I
have 1 gold.
guys, maybe persuasion of an IOU?
Yeah, you can try. No.
Damn it!
He looks at you. He's like, he goes, I don't know you personally. No. I can have the equipment ready, waiting for you if you have the money.
What's his face isn't here right now, right? The halfling.
No.
I think we need funds before we can really do anything in towns. So
I point out, you're also in a
should probably
crowded
roll.
street. You're in the middle of town.
Who wants to put on a show?
Oh, I can do that.
Good lord.
That's how I made it to this island in the first place. So, my performance shields aren't awesome.
I'm fine not causing a ruckus in the town that we just got free horses from.
There's a difference between a ruckus and...
I mean, it's like busking.
I'm going to just sit there and watch whatever happens.
I can
no part
do
of
this
it.
to kill time while we wait, I guess. But
Okay, I may regret this later, but being the slightly dull half-orc that I am, I will offer to do a traditional orcish dance in the streets for a little bit of extra cash.
I'm surprised the paladin doesn't want to help.
I'm gonna set up some. I can only do faint music, so I'm gonna do some little prestidigitation fireworks, just little sparklers and stuff, to draw people's attention to him doing his dance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does you not give me a performance?
Okay.
I'm gonna cast light above him too.
He failed miserably at the dance.
I'm gonna put this nicely. The locals are not impressed.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm gonna at least stop casting my spells.
Well, you could at least get advantage for the fireworks.
I am going to go to the. I'm going to walk away at this point, just away.
As you start to walk away, enough time has gone by that Hilden shows up with the horses.
I walk to the horses.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk away while he's doing his dance.
Okay. All right, so yeah, Hilden shows up with the horses, and then he pretty much says, "All right, saddle up." He goes, "We're gonna press hard, so we're not gonna stay in Canopy. Canopy is the town. Pretty much, it takes 2 days to get through the forest, and Canopy is dead center in the road. We are gonna go past Canopy. We're gonna still end up spending the night in the forest itself, but we're gonna go."
We have
What?
there, or
You cut out some. Say it again.
sorry, will we have like a night's rest there, or are we
Well,
pushing hard again? If all goes well, we'll be able to
if
rest.
all goes well, you'll probably end up with a full night. You'll end up with a full night's rest.
Alrighty. Because we're all very tired at this point, I'm sure.
Yes, you still have one level of exhaustion, which is actually.
I don't think Silver does anymore. If he got a rest,
You have to have a long rest.
Yeah.
To get rid of exhaustion.
doesn't a short rest count as a long rest for half
No.
elves?
No, we don't have the 4-hour thing.
Nope.
Huh. The hell? Okay, never mind. I thought I.
Nope. Only elves have that.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind then. Carry on.
So you all saddle up, and you start riding hard.
Are there any ponies for the gnomes?
Yes, actually, they are ponies.
Yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise we need ladders. Just have a little rope ladder on the saddle.
Which basically means you have less movement speed again. Even on the horses.
If at all possible,
See,
I mean-
good ponies.
We have a halfling too, so he'd be on the same thing.
if at all possible, when we're going through the forest, can I keep an eye out for any bears that we might come across, or that might be nearby in the woods?
Yeah.
I'm. Okay, I am intrigued.
That would be nature check.
I would rather studiously avoid bears.
Right? 19.
It's actually